Hello, everybody. Good afternoon, evening. Rose here. Today I'm reacting to part of Foodie Beauty's live stream called Trying Chef El Shami's Paneer. Will it be good? So in this live stream, Foodie is eating not just Natter's paneer that she got from him last night when she made a visit, but she also ordered another paneer from takeout. So there she is eating the paneer, just going crazy with the paneer yet again. I looked at the live stream, which was almost an hour long. I only found a couple of areas worth talking about. So I'm going to cover those two areas, go straight to the comments, and that will be it for this React video. I held off reacting to this for a few minutes because I wanted to calm down because of the rant video that I just did. I want to do a calmer react for everyone. I don't want to yell and scream through it. Although I will say, given the way that Chantal is finding yet another community to exploit, it's got me all the way angry. But I understand that those of you coming here, you don't want somebody yelling and screaming in a react, so I had to calm down first. That's why I sound calmer. I ate some dinner. I got my iced coffee, so I feel better. So let me just go ahead and bring up the screen so you guys can see Miss Chantal. And there she is. So there's Chantal eating her paneer. And she talks about Natter. She talks about a lot of other things that are pretty much garbage. So the first part of this live stream I want to cover has to do with Natter. So let's get to, shall we?
I don't even think it was heated up. It was just this like mild, like this chicken on a plate, but it looked good. So I'm like, what? Why? But I knew what he was doing, so I started laughing, and I was like, "Are you just really gonna casually throw that chicken in the middle of the table? You want me to eat it, so that I go home and go live and tell everyone your chicken wasn't raw. Months down the line, you're still thinking of this chicken, aren't you?"
Yeah, let's talk about the fact that Natter has told people that he was a chef, but then he confessed not too long ago that he was never a chef. He was just a busboy. And even if you're a busboy, even if you're someone you're not a professional chef, you can still learn how to cook. There's all kinds of tutorials and websites to teach you how to cook. So here's Natter doing a cooking channel, and clearly he does not know how to cook because he burns just about everything, and what he doesn't burn, he doesn't cook all the way, like the raw chicken. So Foodie Beauty is raving about his food, but he doesn't even know how to cook.
A few ranchers, right? Welcome to Grand Port Beach, ready, set, beef. And honestly, a lot of our fighting would come from the fact that we just didn't understand each other for the longest time.
Oh, he understands you. He understands you very well. He's a grifter. That's how grifters work. They figure you out, they see what your weak spots are, and they exploit them. That's what grifters do. They get to know you, they read you like a book, and then they exploit the parts of their story that they can for their own benefit. You're a grifter, he's a grifter. You understand that you got a lot of effed up people in your audience, and you exploit that too, Chantal. You're as much a grifter as he is. In fact, you're actually a bigger one. So we never understood each other. Girl, it's been almost a year. If you don't understand each other now, you never will. Okay? You spent enough time around each other, and if you haven't found any common ground to speak of, if you're still paying him for his attention, obviously he doesn't like you, and he's not into you, and he will never be in love with you. You can't force feelings. You can't force connections. They're either there or they're not. But you know what? You're both miserable, rotten people. I want you to be together. I want you to have the marriage from hell. I do. I wish that for you. I want that for you. And I would love that for you. I want you two to be together because as long as you are, that means all the decent people of the world are safe.
So when I say things are a lot better, that we're just friends and we've
You
been
don't pay your friends, by the way. Just saying.
friends, like working on a friendship, and I'm not. So I know I've said I'm in love with him, I'm in love with him, and I freaked out. But I think I realized it's so much better and peaceful when I'm working on myself here in my house.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. You know, like whatever narrative she thinks will work in order to make things good between her and Natter, that's the narrative she's going to go with. If he were in love with her, she would have the narrative of we're in a relationship. But because she knows that they would never get along with each other, now she's trying to tell people, "Oh, I'm okay with just being friends with Natter. I'm okay with it." She's okay with it because she has to be, because there is no other choice other than not see him at all, not talk to him at all, and she just won't hear of that.
Doing what I gotta do. And I think he's less stressed and you guys see it too in him. He's not, he's not as stressed out.
That's because he's not hanging around you. I remember all those live streams that the two of you did together over at the trap house. Anybody watching those live streams could tell he was uncomfortable being around you. You know how you act around Pete when Pete gets near you? That reaction you have when he walks in the room, the way you just kind of cringe backwards and roll your eyes, and you give this attitude of, God, why can't you just go away? What are you doing here? That's how Natter feels about you. He would rather not deal with you. He would rather live alone or with Dee Dee. The less time he has to spend around you, the better. And when he lived in Gatineau, you made it your business to spend as much time as possible around him. So I'm sure he's very happy knowing that you're not going to be near him unless he lets you near him. You don't have the power to drive over to his house and make yourself known when he doesn't want you to. I'm sure he is happier for that. The fact that he can keep you at arm's length and take the money from you and barely spend time in the process.
If we're just not as intense and I'm like, there's no shit. It's better this way. Okay. But
Yeah, it's better that you stay away and just give him money for basically doing nothing. Of course he prefers it that way. More money, less work.
he is a valuable person in my life, whether you want to think so or not. He does do a lot for me. I love his food. He's very handy, and he's a fun person to party with. So and hang out with. So
Yeah, let's talk about that a minute. The whole partying thing. Notice that every time you spend time around Natter, Chantal, you can't do it sober. He can't deal with you sober. You have to get him completely effed up on chemicals in one way or another, whether it's edibles or alcohol. You both have to be inebriated to be around one another. And if two people are around each other and they have to be inebriated and high to be around each other, this says, without being said, that there's a lot of bad feelings there and you don't like each other. You can't deal with each other. And chemicals are the only way that could happen. You can't be sober and do it. It's been almost a year. He still can't deal with you sober. That's how much he hates you.
that's as far as it's gonna go. That's what kind of relationship works for us.
Oh, the relationship is, I buy you stuff and I spend time around you. I'll make sure to get you effed up on chemicals so that I can spend an hour or two with you. Yeah, that's a real good relationship, Chantal.
And I want to be gay for a while.
Okay, that part right the fuck there. That part right there. Ooh, Chantal, you just said that. You really just said that. I want to be gay for a while. You're treating a sexual identity like putting on a coat or a pair of shoes, just trying it on. And then after you're done trying it on and using it for views and money and attention, you can just take it off. If a person is truly gay or bisexual or trans or queer or gender fluid or anything, that's who that person is. You do not put on gay like you're putting on a hat or a piece of jewelry. Gay is just your sexual identity, or bisexual, or trans. It's who you are. It's part of your own truth. And you don't know how to live life in truth. Your life is about lies, endless lies. And that's what people hate about you, the lies, the constant lies. And as someone that I've been reacting to you for a long time, I've noticed something about you, that you don't really have an identity. You don't really know who you are, and you're not willing to find out. You're not willing to do some self exploration. Whoever you are with at the time, as far as having a man in your life, whatever they like, you like. Whoever they are, you are. Whatever they want, you want it too. You don't know who you are. You have so little of an identity that you adapt somebody else's identity. So when you get with somebody, all of who you are gets absorbed into that other person. And I think that's why you grab at other people, because you don't know who you are. You don't want to explore yourself. You don't want to find out what makes you happy. You're so desperate for an identity that you're willing to borrow somebody else's. But let's talk about the gay thing, okay? Let's talk about that for just a minute. I'm a bisexual woman. I don't make a big deal of it. It's just part of who I am, okay? And there are lots of people in the world that are gay and trans and bi. It's who they are. It's their truth. You, ma'am, are mocking the LGBTQ community. You're making sport of it. You're exploiting it for gain and views, and you think it's cute. It ain't fucking cute, okay? You're claiming something about yourself that is not real, that is not who you are. You're a fake and a phony. Yes, you are. You're not bisexual. I've been watching you for years. Never once have I seen you express the same kind of passion for a woman that you do for a man. You're always chasing after men. You're always consumed by men and getting their attention. You have no attraction for women. You hate other women. You look at them as competition. You are insecure. You are jealous. You're not bisexual. You're not half gay. You are a woman that you will have sex with another woman, but only if it means you have access to a man that you want. And that's exactly why you're going to be bisexual right now. Has nothing to do with discovering part of your true sexual identity. Has everything to do with Natter. The fact that Natter is with Dee Dee, and you're paying close attention to what he wants and his lifestyle, and you're trying to appear more attractive to him so that maybe one day the two of you can be together. And you know that he's a swinger and he prefers the company of women who like to be with other women. So all of a sudden you're bisexual or gay. No, that's not someone who is truly bi or truly gay. It's not. That's you adapting a sexual identity that is not true to you, and you're doing it for the attention of a man, to get the favor of a man. You're using a sexual identity to try to get in good with somebody. You're a phony. You're a phony. Say it again. You're a phony. You're a fake. And it's so horrible that you've exploited so many different types of communities on YouTube. Those who are in the mental disorder community, people who have problems with food, you exploited that too. You exploited DV. You exploited SA. Now I guess it's the turn of those in the LGBTQ community. I hope they roast you. I hope they drag you. I hope you get dragged all over the internet and YouTube, because that's what you deserve. You're so shameless dragging all those different communities and hurting and triggering all those people. You're a B. And if YouTube did not have the rules that it does as far as monetized content, I would be swearing up and down at you. But I got to watch my mouth because of the rules. Gotta watch my mouth, but trust me, I am cursing you out in my head right now in every language there is. You suck. So you over there saying, I want to be gay for a while. That just tells me everything I need to know about you being truly bisexual. You're not a true bisexual. You don't just put it on and take it off. You either are or you're not. It's just that simple.
Carry me, because the paneer good. Oh, it's so good. Carry. Well, the recipe, I've been raving about it. It's almost gone. I'm full. I ate so much friggin' that nashi. And his paneer is more filling. It's very, very rich.
Yeah, and people in our chat are freaking out. Ghastly says, WTF, be gay what? And people are freaking out like, did she actually just say that? Yeah, she actually just said that. She actually just said that. As offensive as it is, all she cares about is getting attention, getting the views, getting the money. That's all she cares about. She doesn't care who she offends or who she hurts. Nabi says, did she just say she wants to be gay for a while, or did I mishear that part? No, you heard right.
Full.
She said that.
But so good. It's so creamy.
The fact that she's claiming to be bisexual now, just to get next to some green peen, makes me want to vomit.
Sometimes I want to be a lesbian. I want to take a woman out.
No, you don't, you big freaking liar. You have no interest in women. Stop talking. Just stop talking. The lies coming out of your mouth. Stop talking. You don't want to take a woman out. You don't. And if you're going to take a woman out, why don't you start with people that you know that deserve to be taken out and have a nice dinner? Like, say, your mother. Take her out to dinner. All the crap that you put your family through, why don't you take out your family members to dinner and treat them to dinner? Be nice to your family. Why not? Start with those family members, mend fences with them. Work on your family, Chantal.
No. I want to treat a woman right.
I love this comment. Chantaller's complication ship says, at Foodie Beauty, being gay is not a choice. You cannot just choose to be gay. Precisely that.
Did you put mint in this? He put mint! He did, he put mint. He made mint work in my fucking paneer. This man, I swear. Saturn, why did they put mint in my paneer? No, it works. It's like an aftertaste. What's in here?
There you go. Dawn Hitchard says, how are you going to take a woman out when you can't walk in the park without your feet spontaneously combusting? Yeah, good luck. Yeah, exactly. How are you going to do things with people when you can't even leave the house?
Did you put mint?
Why don't you call him and ask him? Why are you asking him through a live stream? This is stupid. You want privacy, but then you won't talk to him in private. You do it through a live stream. Make your conversations that are supposed to be private, private, Chantal.
Sponsored by Mint. No, sponsored by the Roma Tomato Growers of Canada. I fucking love Roma tomatoes. You should, guys.
You know what? Enough of this nonsense. Let me just go on to the next part. So she wants to talk about Mr. Oh, now there's another part where she talks about something else relating to her choosing to be bi or gay, which I found offensive. So we'll just start right about here.
Starfishing sucks when you're chubby. I can feel my belly slapping his. Yeah. Fuck. No, missionary is really hard if you're belly heavy. Yeah. But it's one of my favorite positions. Starfish.
That's because you don't do anything. You're lazy. All you do is you just lay there, lazy. She talks about this hot, passionate, mad sex. You don't get that when you starfish, idiot.
Had me in the fetal position. Natter melted Thin Mints into the paneer and she still loved it. Having a normal BMI is 100. BMI, whatever.
So this person in her chat, flop era, and don't think I don't see you, flop era. I've seen you encourage her to eat. I've seen you. I got a feeling you're one of the feeders that encourage her to eat all the time. Flop era says, Queen, I heard you came out. She ain't coming out nothing. She's pretending to be bisexual, pretending to be for the sake of her channel, getting attention. She didn't come out nothing.
Do an OnlyFans video with ILR? I would. I'm not afraid. I'm a woman who can handle the fupa. I have no problem lifting a fupa. I'm not fucking lightweight coward piece of crap. I can lift a fupa no problem.
But you won't, because you're not bi. So have a seat.
Why am I afraid? Do not fear the fupa. Lift it. Move it. It's not even fucking heavy. It weighs what? Like a quarter of a pound? What, you can't lift a quarter of a pound? What kind of real man in the world, I'm not talking about Natter, any man, who's afraid of it. Natter's not afraid of the fupa, actually. He can handle the fupa well.
He can handle the fupa because you pay him to handle it. And that's the only way he does handle it, because you got to keep paying him to handle it.
So what kind of real man cannot handle a fupa? I am LGBT.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm sorry if I'm yelling, y'all. I'm sorry. I'll lower my voice. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to blow out your headphones over there. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm just getting mad. You are not LGBT. I'm sorry. I'm so upset right now. Doggone it. You are not part of that community. You are not truly bi. You're not gay. You're just not. You are a straight woman who puts on the appearance of being bisexual because you want the attention of men or a man. That is not true bisexuality. You act like you're bisexual and you will have sex with a man and a woman if it means you have more access to the penis. That's not how bisexuality works. You don't just say, I'm bi and I'm going to be bi just because I want to be with a certain guy. No, that's not how it works.
I am LGBT.
No, you're not.
Because I'm bi.
No, you're not.
And right now my bi side is more gay.
No. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting excited and angry over here. If she were truly gay, that would mean she has no desire to be with a man sexually. But she's wrapped around Natter. She's interested in Natter. So therefore, how could she be gay? Gay women have no interest in being with a man. As far as her being bi women can be with men or women. But she has no interest really in being with a woman. She's using the whole bisexual thing as a bargaining tool to get with the man that she wants to be with. Natter, apparently he's into women who are bisexual. So once again, Chantal is creating some fake version of herself to be more attractive to Natter, to be more appealing to Natter. She's putting on the bisexual thing like she puts on makeup. And just like the makeup, once she's done with it, she can take it off. That's not how a sexual identity works, Chantal.
I want to take a woman out for dinner.
No, you don't.
I would love to do that. You can't do that with men. The men have to impress the woman. I don't want to impress the man anyway. I want to take a nice, beautiful woman out.
Yeah, well, good luck finding one that will deal with you.
Wine and dine. Have anything you want on the menu, baby.
Sure.
And then,
the only way that would happen, her taking a woman out to dinner, is again to use that to be more attractive to Natter. Everything is about Natter. Everything she does, everything she says, everything she is about Natter. She wants to be with Natter so bad, but yet she's not even truly herself around Natter. She's a complete phony, fake version of herself. If you have to be a fake, phony person around somebody, you can't be your real self, then they will never appreciate or love your real self. She's not around herself. She's not herself when she's around Natter. She is somebody else. And how long can you do that before your real self wants to come out and play? Your real self says, we're tired of being fake and phony. Let's be who we really are. She tried that before. She tried putting on a phony version of herself. And after a while, she just got sick of it. And they started having fights because she put on a phony version of herself. And then she tried to let that go and say, hey, Natter, this is who I really am. Thinking that he was so in love with her, he would accept her. And he never did. So here we are again. Round 2. Let's try this again, Natter. I'm going to be a lot like Dee Dee because I want you away from Dee Dee. I want you all to myself. But he will never love Chantal. He will never be with just Chantal. Even if Dee Dee were not in the picture, even if she slept with 1,000 women with Natter, he still would not care about her.
it's more fun to seduce a woman than a man. So easy, too easy with a man. It's too fucking easy.
How would you know? You've never seduced one.
New woman arc. But I will have some boyfriends, maybe, I guess. I don't know. Not boyfriends, but I don't want to be committed to anybody ever again. Commitment is stress. Commitment is stress. Yes. Excuse me.
So sorry, guys. So sorry. Okay, enough of this biatch. Had enough of her nonsense. Let's move on to the comments. What do the people have to say? Nini, I'm so sorry. Nina Calmiri says, just a little FYI, they don't have machines that replace livers the same way they do for kidneys. Once you finish yours off, that's it. You won't make it on a donor list since you can't be bothered filling out forms or staying compliant. But yeah, cheers. Yeah, I don't know if she's thinking she's going to get a donor liver, but there's a waiting list for that. And they're not going to give a liver to someone like Chantal, who's not taking care of her health. And they're not going to give it to her because she's on drugs. They're not going to give you a liver if you're on drugs. No. I'm sure there's a long waiting list of people that are looking for organs. She would be way, way down the list if she ever got on one. So if she's thinking that somebody's going to come through and give her a liver if hers fails, nope. And I'm sure her liver is in bad shape. But if she doesn't care, then I don't care. Afrocentric ASMR says, when Chantal finally snaps and go all Jodi Arias on Natter and Dee Dee, YouTube is going to have a lot of questions to answer, starting with, you're more consistently about this creator's behavior. Why did you keep her on your platform? Well, you guys know my thoughts on YouTube and Chantal. The fact that they turn a blind eye to Chantal just because, like she's got all the reaction channels talking about her. So they're not looking at her and the money that she makes them. It's all about the reaction channels and the money that makes them. So they turn a blind eye to her. They really do. And even though, trust me, people report her videos, people report her live streams, people send YouTube clips of the things she does on Twitter. YouTube is aware, they just choose to ignore. But here's another scary possibility that might be real. Do you know what I'm the most afraid of with Chantal as far as her content? I am deathly afraid that one day Chantal is going to get behind the wheel of her car, driving intoxicated, and have an accident while live streaming. And a lot of people are going to see it, and a lot of people are going to be traumatized. Or if she's at home or somewhere and she has a heart attack or a stroke in front of a live audience of thousands. Uh, I don't wish that upon her, but I'm afraid of that. I am afraid that because of her behavior and pushing her body to the breaking point, that we're going to see the breaking point on the live platform. I hope that never happens, but that's just something to be afraid of if you're a reactor. Let's see, next comment. Afrocentric ASMR again says Nader isn't answering his phone because he's having a good time with his girlfriend Dee Dee while you're at home alone talking about a made up love interest. Yeah, it just seems like Chantal gave Nader as much money as she could. And it's not even the first of the month, so she's got another 3 weeks or so before her next paycheck. So he's done with her for now, unless she takes out a payday loan and she spends more money. Next comment. Chantal's Mojito says, been watching since BB. I truly think this whole relationship is just projecting pent up trauma from her last and chasing after Nader the way she wishes she could to BB. Honestly, I think that this is my opinion, my feelings, y'all. I feel that when she was with BB and she was with Pete's, she did not appreciate what she had because she's always been a spoiled, entitled, narcissistic, self-absorbed brat. And there's a bit of a wild child in Chantal. And while she was with BB and Pete's, they were very tame, and she just found it boring. So she found a party partner in Nader. And so she wants to kind of relive her glory days, I guess, of being a teenager and going buck wild with that. And she's making all of us watch. But I think maybe there's a part of her, one that she will never admit to, where she knows that when it comes to BB, she messed that up. That was the one that got away because she was just too stupid and too lazy to fix everything. That's just my opinion. So when Chantal's around a man, if that person has structure and discipline and rules, whatever person they are, she will become. Because she's away from BB and because Pete basically says, do whatever you want, she's been going buck wild for over 2 years. She doesn't have to worry about having a partner that will check her on things and reprimand her. So she's just been running wild. And she doesn't have to answer to anybody. So she has regressed from being an adult to being a teenager, acting like a teenager. Uh, Arthritic Hands Angel Gun says, I hope your title is satire because if not, you got a hell of a lot of nerve seriously referring to that busboy prep cook as a chef. Yeah, he's not a chef. Sorry, he's not. He can't cook. He can't even boil water. He can't boil water. He cooks raw chicken. Amanda Pillar says, so he won and you're in a poly relationship. He got his cake and is eating it too. Oh, wait, that's you eating it. So he got his way. Wonderful. I don't think he's in a poly relationship with Chantal. I think Chantal is just trying to be a version of herself that will be the most attractive to Nader. She's just being completely fake and phony like that rather than just let go of him like she should. Let's see. Looking for a good comment here. People saying that his cooking is not that great, saying he's not a chef. You know, Chantal, when she was seeing Natter like long ago, she would go to his house, eat his cooking, and then as soon as she could, run off to get her fast food fix. So how good was his cooking really? And she also said in other live streams after that she hated his cooking. And being that I go over to Gary Unfiltered, and I've been watching more of Natter's streams because Gary watches Natter's streams and reacts to his cooking. I never really paid attention to Natter's stuff before, but the more that I watch Natter through Gary Unfiltered, the more I come to realize what a lousy chef he is. I can't imagine anybody liking his cooking. But she's over here raving about it. Yeah, you're trying to get brownie points with Natter. Amanda says, why does she use her spoon like a shovel? How old are you? Well, she's got to shovel that food in her mouth as quickly as possible. Ariel says, you need to stop being obsessed over someone who doesn't even love you. Well, Chantal does not know how to love. She knows how to fixate. She knows how to be obsessed. She knows how to be addicted to someone, but she does not know how to love. Because anyone who's ever loved anyone, whether it's a friendship or a relationship, then all of you know that love is healthy. It's balanced. It's a positive thing. It is healing. It is nurturing. It is not any of the things that Chantal has shown us that she has with Natter. Ayana says, drunk, crying, and raging in 2 hours. Yeah, you know what? It's funny you say that because she's doing a live stream right now where she's drinking the Moscato. So you called that right. You called that completely right. Everybody's saying he's not a chef. He's not a chef. No, he's not a chef. Let's see. Ooh, Mama J says lost 2,000 subs. I love that for you. She did not lose 2,000 subs. She lost about 200. But that's okay. You know, just I hope she loses everybody. I mean, seriously, all this talk about the DV and SA, and now she's trying to say she's half gay or bisexual and she's going to be gay for a while. This is completely offensive to anybody in the LGBTQ community. Mamet says she's not bi or lesbian. No, she ain't. She's not. She's not. Okay, guys, that's it for this React video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful evening. Bye now.